Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Devance and this is Devance Empire. Hoping you're doing well from right where you're watching us from. This is that channel that gives you exclusive content that you cannot find anywhere else. It's a random channel where we post anything, everything and anything, anyhow, how it happens. And our aim is to entertain you, to keep you informed, and to encourage somebody who's watching or listening to us who might be thinking of giving up. Now, in this video today, I want to address a few common issues about YouTube. It's important you know how YouTube works before you start feeling discouraged because of what lies ahead of you. Now, YouTube is an online platform where people post visual content with an aim to entertain, inform, encourage, build, or anything as long as it is visual. YouTube was started in the year 2005 and in the year 2006 it was bought by Google. Therefore, YouTube is a Google thing. It's owned by Google. And so I need you to know that YouTube is for everyone and anyone. You can have a YouTube channel. We can all have YouTube channels. Now, I want you to know that YouTube pays, and that is the sole reason why people join YouTube, to make money out of it. And for a very long time, YouTube has been paying very well for some people who started it quite long ago. And at the start, it might be so difficult, it might be so traumatizing, it might be so difficult, especially if you want to depend on YouTube as an only source of income. Now, there are a few factors that you need to put in consideration before you walk into your bank to start withdrawing money from your account because of YouTube. So before YouTube starts paying you, the first thing you have to put in consideration is you must have 1,000 subscribers. In the past, it used to be 500, but because today very many people are on YouTube, the only way they're going to know that you are a serious investor, that you want to invest using YouTube, is by ensuring that you have 1,000 subscribers. After getting the 1,000 subscribers, then they go to the next factor, which is your videos must be watched for over 4,000 watch hours. And this is what I mean. Every video that you upload in your YouTube channel has a time limit. The longer your videos, the more advantageous it is to you. The shorter your videos, then you will really need very many people to watch your videos. In YouTube, we have something we call watch hours. These watch hours are the number of hours that people have spent watching your videos. When they combine all that time together, it's supposed to come to an equivalent of 4,000 hours. That is what we call 4,000 watch hours. And 4,000 hours is equivalent to 240,000 minutes. So people must watch your video for 240,000 minutes. To achieve this, then you'll need to do the following. Number one, upload videos that are long in size. Make sure they are of a minimum of about 10 minutes or 10 minutes and above. Get unique content that will make people come to your channel to always watch and watch and watch. And every time as people watch, this is an advantage to you because they will combine all the minutes that people have watched your videos to get your total watch hours. Sometimes if you make boring videos, people might just click for a short time and then later click off. So when they click off, if your video is of 10 minutes and people watched only 2 minutes, that 2 minutes is what they will add to you. However much you try forwarding your video, it won't be added. They will just add that consistent time that they saw the person watching concentrate on a particular video in your channel. So once you have 1,000 subscribers and once you have the 4,000 watch hours, you are given a duration of 12 months to meet these requirements. In some cases, some people take even longer than 12 months to meet these factors. But in other instances, other people take even lesser duration to actually accomplish these factors. Mostly celebrities, or if your content is unique, or maybe you do a video that goes viral, then within a short time you'll have accomplished the factors that they consider for YouTube to start paying you. Now, as I've told you before that YouTube is a Google product, YouTube was bought by Google in the year 2006. That means however much you pump a lot of resources, a lot of effort and a lot of work in YouTube, then you will be required to open something we call Google AdSense account. A Google AdSense account is where all the money you make online through YouTube, through advertisements, every sort of money that you make online, you can only receive it through what we call a Google AdSense. And through this Google AdSense, there are things that you need to know to receive your cash, because you don't just wake up one day and go to the bank and withdraw your money. These are some of the things you need to know. That when you meet the requirements required by YouTube for them to start paying you, automatically YouTube sends a notification to Google, and immediately they drop you a message on your Google AdSense that you always have to keep checking each and every time. When your payments arrive, they will let you know. So a PIN will be sent automatically into an address that you shall have provided. While opening a Google AdSense account, you will require a post office, yes, a postal address, where they will send you your first physical letter. And this letter will contain a 6-digit PIN that you will be required to enter in your Google AdSense so that they can verify that you are the original owner of that account, without which you won't receive any payments. And all this happens under 4 months. You have 4 months, which is equivalent to 120 days to do all this. So depending on your location, your verification PIN might take longer. Normally, you have 4 options to request for this Google AdSense PIN. After every 4 weeks, you're supposed to request for it. So the first week after meeting the requirements of YouTube for you to get paid, they automatically send it to you. And it normally takes 2 to 4 weeks. And sometimes it might take a little bit longer. So when it takes longer than before, after 4 weeks, if you visit your post office and never find this letter, go back to your Google AdSense account. You'll see an option where you can ask them to resend for another PIN. And after 3 to 4 days, they will send another PIN to you. And after 4 weeks, if you don't receive your PIN again, do the same. So you are given 4 options to ask them to resend this PIN to you. If you manage to receive your PIN, go to your Google AdSense account, enter the 6-digit PIN, and then click verify, and automatically you will be verified. If you don't receive your PIN after the 4 requests are over, then they will give you an option where you can actually verify using your national identification card. Therefore, make sure that anytime in your Google AdSense, as you are trying to enter your details and address, remember to use your official names that are in your identification card. I know in YouTube you might have different names, but in your Google AdSense, try as much as possible to use your official names so that you might not have problems with them. Also ensure that the postal address, the post office address that you shall have presented to them is the correct one. Once you've ensured everything is correct, you will see an option where you can troubleshoot and tell them that you never received your PIN, and then you will be required to send your identification card, and within no time your money will be sent to you. And now the last step, for you to receive your money, there are different methods that you can use to get your money. Initially they used to use Western Union, but today as we speak, Western Union was terminated. It's no longer available in Google AdSense. We have 2 options left. Number 1 is through post office, and number 2 option is through what we call money transfer. Now, the first option, which is through the post office, this will mean when you get to the threshold, which is equivalent to 70 euros. 70 euros is about 9,000 Kenyan shillings. When you meet that threshold, they will send you a check through the post office that you've indicated in your Google AdSense, which will take very, very long, especially when you're in Africa. About 60 working days. This takes very long and it might inconvenience you. Therefore, consider using the second option, which is through money transfer. And when I talk about money transfer, you'll be required to open up a bank account with an international bank. Why an international bank? these international banks normally have options where they can send money in foreign currency, and in this case Google AdSense will send money to you in euro form. Then you'll be required to go to your bank so that you can exchange depending on the exchange rate that your bank offers. So you will need a euro account, and this is only possible in international banks that you can withdraw funds from regardless of which country you are in. And therefore guys, I believe until this far you've learned something. You need a Google AdSense to get paid. These things, try to do them quite early, because after 4 months, if you do not verify your Google AdSense account, then your channel automatically gets demonetized. When I say demonetized, it means you won't make money out of your YouTube channel because you have not verified your account. So if you are capable of doing these things in advance, please do, so that you might not run in any trouble or any problem with them in future. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will be willing and ready to respond to all of them. And until next time guys, this is Devance Empire. End of discussion.